Welcome to Apartment Market Dynamics from MPF Research. Today we're talking about New York, a metro with more than 2 million apartment units, so it takes two of us to handle that discussion. So to talk about the Big Apple, I'm joined by the Big Cheese from MPF Research, Greg Willett. So Greg, when we talk about New York, we're not only talking about the 5 boroughs, but also the 2 outer counties of Westchester and Rockland, New York, and 3 counties in New Jersey, Bergen, Passaic, and Hudson. And while those areas represent just 15% of the total apartment product in New York, that 15% equals about 300,000 apartment units. So that would be about equal to what we have in San Diego, Seattle, or Phoenix. So still a lot of apartment units in those areas. So Greg, first of all, to kind of set the stage for the apartment market discussion here, let's talk about the job picture. New York was a market that seemed like during the recession, economists were really down on New York's growth prospects. So what are we seeing now?
Well, it's not really surprising that economists were pretty pessimistic as we were in the depths of the recession. I think that's partly just because it was the economists and their banker buddies that were getting shown the door at that time. But we are coming into growth mode again. About 37,000 jobs created in the year ending February, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Growth now starting to show up in most employment sectors, including finance. The weak spot, still, it's, as in most places, local government, so not good news for the teachers and municipal employees that are getting pink slips in droves. And that total employment number, it's good, but it is still down about 200,000 jobs from what was the peak.
And with that job growth, we're starting to see apartment demand pick up and occupancy improve. Overall occupancy is now at 97.3%, and that puts New York in a tie with San Jose for the best occupancy rate in the country. Occupancy inched up to 0.2 percentage points in New York in first quarter specifically, and it's up a full percentage point annually. And when we look at the different product age categories and submarkets, not a whole lot of variation. Occupancy is tight anywhere, hard to find a lot of vacancies.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for variation in the performance in New York, what you really need to look at would be the rent growth numbers. And we do have a graphic here with some stats for you. You see that on the submarket level, the really big rent growth has occurred in Manhattan over the past year, with effective rents up by 9%. In Hudson County, over on the New Jersey side, some really solid growth as well. Effective rents up 6.7%. A more moderate performance down in Bergen County with rent growth of 2.6%. And then Westchester County is the one place where rents are still coming down, a slide of 4.4% over the course of the past year. You put the whole metro together, Jay, and you get 1.5% rent growth for the quarter and 7.4% for the year ending March. Again, we made the comparison of occupancy with San Jose, and San Jose is also the metro that has pretty comparable rent growth, so those two are head and shoulders above everybody else.
So Greg, with this kind of momentum that we're seeing in the apartment base in New York, it's not surprising we've seen so much investor interest in apartment properties in New York City. In fact, it seems like every week we're reading about another big deal in the New York apartment market. So does this performance in the apartment sector, does this justify the extremely low cap rates that we've seen in some of these recent transactions?
Well, from my perspective, regardless of how quickly the fundamentals are improving and how high the replacement costs are, I just don't know that I'm ever buying at a 4 cap anywhere on the face of the earth, but that reflects why I'm not really on the acquisition side of the business.
So there you have it. There's your New York update, and then coming with a bonus opinion from risk-averse deal killer Greg Willett. So that wraps us up for New York. Until next time, for MPF Research and for Greg Willett, I'm Jay Parsons. Thank you for watching.
Want more? Go deeper with NPF Research's apartment market reports. From a national level, down to individual metros, to specific neighborhoods, NPF Research has been providing unparalleled apartment market intelligence to the multifamily industry for almost 5 decades. Learn more by contacting us at 877-284-4938 or visit www.npfresearch.com and click on Market Reports.